if there's anybody out here right now. Nope. I feel like a lot of the progress to be made right now is locked behind getting into the basement, which I can't do until the morning. I'm not really sure what to do that won't feel like we're just wasting time. It won't let me do this. Oh, I didn't discuss it with him. Oh man. All the way back out in the maze. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I gotta get into the basement so I can search all the staff rooms, and I can also get one of the keys to guest room. Yeah, keys to the guest room. There's also a piano down there that I'm assuming is the one that I need to play to find the vase. Because it's the piano of the lady who had the vase. Oh no, you weren't who I need to talk to. Do I even know where he's at? No. Yeah. Also in the basement, I'm just wandering in circles. Going for the groundsman's... The door is so loud. Going for the groundsman room, I can find, hopefully, the combination to the safe, which will give me the last master key. Oh yeah, there's a lot tied up in getting into the basement in the morning. Hopefully I can figure out how to get into these dreams. That would be some progress I can make. Also, there must be a way to figure out more information about the fight, because I've narrowed it down to 2 suspects who don't have alibis. I think he was here. Ugh, why does it do this? Just let me shortcut through the door. Yeah, there he is.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Tell me about the strange dreams. I've had the strangest dreams staying here. You as well. My aunt and I have found we're having overlapping thoughts from our dreams. And such strange symbols too, stuff we'd not encountered before, but if we both draw the patterns without describing them to one another, they match. Were you walking down a corridor, sealed doors and improbable windows? I didn't recall anything like that before, but now that you said it, I do. It's the Séance, of course. I always end up there, or maybe it's the house itself. Either way, it's fascinating and I intend to find out more. Well, that didn't... Oh, I guess I can do this. I believe that people at the manor are experiencing the same dream shared to some extent. I think something similar. I'd intended to try some lucid dreaming to get a better handle on the dream itself, but I keep getting sidetracked. I must get around to asking the staff for a gramophone. I found a record in the drawing room and I intend to use its music as a sleep aid. Fingers crossed something comes of it. Tell me more about that. What can you tell me about lucid dreaming, Doctor? Funny you should say. I have a plan to try it. Yes, you just told me. I have a record in my room that borrowed from the drawing room toward that end, but I keep forgetting to ask the staff to bring her in. Yeah. They had a second suitable record there, I noticed, should you wish to try it yourself. Oh, and you should use an anchor, something to focus on to ensure your dream is what you want it to be. A picture of a person if you want to summon your mental image of them into the dream, or a scent, or well, there are any number of things you could use. Even a book on a topic could work. Sure. The question is, talking to him about that unlocked being able to ask the dude on that bridge out in the
Be well.
maze. Do I risk going out there again? Or do I just do this? Probably just do it since it'll take, I don't know, like 1/10 the time to just try it, and if I fail, it didn't add that much time. Better than just running back and forth forever. It's peaceful. I can feel my eyelids getting heavy. Mr. Toussaint mentioned he was using magic like this to try and re-enter his dreams. With luck, I'll be able to revisit that strange dream I had on my first night here. Given that so many people seem to be experiencing it, I can't rule out the possibility that something of use to my investigation is buried somewhere inside it. There, a visual anchor. If I want to explore the shared dream, then this is the best I have to represent it. Miss Dean's journal. Now to sleep. I say as if this isn't an insane idea. But if it works, I may learn something more about this dream by the time I awake.
Did it? Am I back in the dream?
I would say yes, dog. Loud steps, holy cow. This is new.
In the place of the sigil from before. That's O'Connell Street. Back in Dublin. God, I miss Dublin. It is so simple compared to this place.
Last time, when I was in here, when the door behind me shut, there was a spooky guy. Okay. Still expecting to get jumped.
The fireman. Why is there a picture of my club here? I wonder if I can find it. It can't be far. Perhaps beyond this. This isn't right. This isn't him. He's gone. Miss Dean.
I just want to go home. But every door, every window, every corridor leads to the Séance. Home is so close. Just behind one more lock. Come to the Séance, Declan. Help me find the way out.
Miss Dean! She's gone. I'm awake. But it worked. I dreamt. It was the same as before, but it was as if I was seeing what was behind the dream. I saw my family. My home. Dublin. But why?
Hey, wait a second. That picture.
I was trying to find these things. They felt so close. Just behind the next obstacle. My brother. Waiting for me at the bar.
Is this whole thing a dream? That was in there.
I might have wandered forever searching for them. Certainly it felt that way. Had Miss Dean not shown up. Or the presence behind her. That presence spoke true, Miss Dean, I believe. Did it conjure her too? As it did the images of home. Does it want me, or rather all of us, experiencing this dream to attend the séance? Or is that as far as it can get on its own journey out of this place?
What the?
Something is different here.
Yeah, the pictures are all the pictures from...
This is the fireman. The club I attend.
What on earth?
This wasn't here before. That image. It was in the dream. Has the dream changed it here? Has it changed how I see this place? Am I only seeing this now because the lucid dreaming has opened my eyes to what is being shown to me? It's changing back. It hasn't altered reality. The dream lingered a while, like a slow waking, bled into the here and now, if only for a while. Would a longer sleep have resulted in the change lasting longer? Or maybe staying here for more time? What else is the dream changing that I am not aware of? Amen. It has faded back to its original image. But for a brief moment, the image from my dream carried across to this place.
What else? I can form a hypothesis about the dream. We are all experiencing a shadowy here's reality that is bleeding into shadowy figures. Ritual? No, that can't be it. Yeah, that's it.
This dream, we feel like we're wandering this place, trying to find a way out. Out to family, out to home. But we cannot. We can only get to the séance. It's blocking us. But it's not really us. There is something at the back of the dream. It's dream. That same entity. So we are in its dream, experiencing its desires, its fears. And when we wake, the dream bleeds into our world. For a while at least. Perhaps longer the more it is experienced. I wasn't aware of the changes at first. I noticed them because I experienced the dream more lucidly than before. Which would explain why none of the others have mentioned the bleed in their journals or conversations. Well, regardless, everything points to the séance. I believe this entity spoke to me. True Miss Dean. It wants us to gather at the séance and help free it. I had a bad feeling about that event before. But now, it's clear that I must stop as many people as possible from attending.
Okay. Gotta find more of her hidden notes. I think I found the ones in her room and the one in the locker. Wonder where else they could be. Okay, well, do I know where Omira is at? Nope. Dusk. So at dusk, I must be able to go outside and check for place of power. So in 7 minutes. Maybe I should check Miss Dean's room one more time just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I got all that. Nope, nothing. Oh. Yeah, I did miss something. There's a loose floorboard here. Is there something under it? It's a note. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. Turn west and walk for 2 junctions, then south for 1. It is kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. Okay. Treasure map. Start in the garden in autumn. Start in the garden in autumn. What does that mean? I guess I'll go to the garden and see if there's... Oh, I could ask her about it. Does this mean anything to you, Miss Murphy? Oh, I'm sure I couldn't. Oh, what's this? Autumn. That's interesting. I wonder if... No, it's nothing. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to hear your thoughts, miss. Well, I heard Mr. Hunter say he was scrubbing the seasons once, sir. Autumn might be something that you can scrub or touch. Stupid idea, sir. I'm sorry.
I'll leave you be.
No, not stupid. Not stupid at all. Something you can scrub. Something you can scrub in the gardens. Oh, he's out here. I can just ask him, I guess. Oh, it's probably one of those? Maybe he can just tell me.
Mr. Wall.
I was wondering, does this riddle look familiar to you, Mr. Hunter? Autumn. Well, there are those 4 statues in the garden. One's for the seasons. Not a bad place to start looking, I'd say.
Right, yeah.
Oh. Probably these statues, huh? I'm gonna guess it's you. Oh, nope. It's summer. You've got nothing, so I guess winter. What is the riddle again? Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. Well, which way's north? Storm is finding spring. Autumn, okay. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3. East. 1, 2, 3. Turn west and walk for 2, then south for 1. 2. That doesn't seem right. It is kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. Oh, it was right.
This is where the note from Miss Dean's room leads me. If I look in here, then... Ah! Found it. It feels as though it's staring right through me.
Oscar, this sigil fills me with dread, but then it's overpowered by a sense of ambition. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to someone else? Despite the modern-looking cover, the pages are old and rough. While they are dry, they smell of peat and moss. I'm not sure what this was written with, but I have a fear it was not ink. Done. This sigil fills me with a deep sense of sadness and the fear of being trapped. Are these emotions my own, or do they belong to someone else? Sure. I can make out some Irish letters, but others are unfamiliar to me. Somebody has translated the sigils, Miss Dean perhaps? The first one means to open, and the second one means to close. Open to close. Why on earth did she have this? Those symbols certainly seem like the ones I've been using, but what is their purpose? Yep. Talk, what we know of ghosts. Seems like a good one to go to. Although... no, I should go do it first. I'm supposed to be able to find a place of power once it was dark, but don't want to miss the talk.
Ciao. Ciao. For those of you I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I am Carmela Mantovani, and I'm here to talk about ghosts and all that we know about them. So, grazie mille for attending. Now, I will speak with you about ghosts, spirits, phantoms. There is still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think. And this is true. Yet, there is plenty to speak on. So do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger. Only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It is theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person. By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness? Yeah, sì, questo funzionerà. We find them everywhere. By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living. While others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage. Regardless, no single spectre has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night? Tomorrow night we intend to change this. So, what stops them from speaking? Is it a physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways. Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs, then. Well, no. Many wail and moan, after all. Could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe that spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There is a chance this is wishful thinking on our parts. But I believe so many have felt this, that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they simply cannot speak for themselves? This we cannot rule out. So, why do I have such hopes for this seance? This I have been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits. The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil. All of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest. We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion. But these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves, somehow. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living. This is an age of science, yes? So, let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms. A soul rippling long past the death of its host, its shell. They are in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they are almost invisible to us. At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us, as is with light. The atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths. But at this time of year, the veil, or spiritual atmosphere, is at its thinnest. And then there is you, those gathered. People attuned to the mystical, coming together to work as a... qual è la parola? A net, to catch the signal. No, net is not correct. Che cos'è? Ah, my words let me down. But look, if you do not believe me, I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They are gathering. And at night, the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us. Imparting a warning. We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of the old selves, sometimes less or incomplete as to how they were before. So, tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people. They are the intangible remains. And they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more.
Very interesting. Got a lot of people here.
We meet again.
I believe I know how you might assure your legacy, Mr. Scarrett. At least
If
without...
this is another dressing down, then I'd prefer it be less public. Come, to my room.
Okay.
I know about the tarot reading that you received, and I know how you interpreted it. But there is another way to interpret it. Instead of sacrificing your life, your remaining time, sacrifice your money. You have so much wealth, so many connections. You could really do some good with the time you have left. Mary Blake, she undertook numerous charitable deeds and has statues erected for her. And more than that, people speak fondly of her. She is remembered and loved. You have the resources to do the same. Don't throw your life away. Refocus it and do some good in this world. Finally.
Marchioness Blake's good reputation did reach as far as London, and was mourned even there as a result. You make a compelling case, Mr. Ward, but would people not see it as disingenuous?
Genuine or not, you can make a much needed difference. And that will be celebrated. You will be celebrated. And perhaps along the way you'll find you actually enjoy the good work.
I suppose there has been a gap to be filled since her passing. Perhaps I can do something to help there. It is a better bet than death. All right, so I gave you my word, and I stand by it now. When I return home, I will reach out to any foundations that suffered from the Marchioness's death and loss of funding. This could bloody well work, you know. Good chap. Well, Mr. Ward, you've given me a lot to think about. I should like some time alone with it.
Of course.
Mystery solved. Mr. Scarrett will no longer be attending the seance. He's decided upon a healthier way of building his legacy. Nice. Sounds good. I do think it was probably Mr. O'Meara who was the one arguing with Evelyn Dean, since they have a history together. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he... I keep pressing escape instead of 1 to open this up. Doesn't necessarily mean he is the culprit. I don't know where he's at right now. No, he'll be in the changing room gents at 7 p.m. I don't know why that's scheduled. Oh, the bar's probably open, but I want to go check outside for that place of power. I think that was one of the requirements. Look under the cover of darkness. Although I might still not have enough information for that. I think this groundskeeper was still right out here, which would be good if I can ask him about that, because he would be the one to ask. If he's noticed any strange places about. Of course I can't. Might be at the anvil, or it might be the place where Miss Dean got to in her fugue state that she was in, or whatever you want to call it. The reason I thought it might be here is because this seems to have to do with the gods, and the gods have a path to the underworld, but more boot prints. It looks like they're slowly moving around the hedge maze. Yeah, I already know that. Yeah, I don't know if I ever found what was over here. Oh, yes, I did. The standing stone. Place of power. A dash of venom. Nope. Oh. Hello. Need more components to bless the well, but where can I find some? I mean, one of these jokers has to have some, right? Probably in one of the rooms I can't get into right now. Forgot about that. Oof. Still haven't figured out who that person is. I believe. Yeah, still don't know. Still have no clue. I'm taking that aspect. He's got Maman Brigitte. Brigitte, I think? Maman Brigitte? I don't know. What mysteries can I work on? Probably need to get into somebody's room that I can't currently get into, would be my guess. Oh, what did I, oh, what the? Oh, I feel like I saw something that could use that somewhere. Where was that? Well, hopefully I find it again. He claims he was in his room praying. Is he enjoying a cigar in the library? I should confirm that. How do I confirm that? Maybe I can find the cigar. If I find evidence of him, a cigar in there, that would count. Or, that one lady, I can't remember her name now. Just helped her earlier today. He was probably in here. Was she at the ghost meeting? It would be real convenient if she was. Yes.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
I don't really care about that. Sorry. Did you attend the bridge game the other day? On Tuesday? I didn't mean to play, but I got somewhat roped into it. Perhaps next time my challenger will reconsider. Oh, she was there. How do I find out about the library?
I'll leave you. Hello again, my friend.
Does this book mean anything to you, Mr. Dupre? It does not, Mr. Ward, and for that I am glad. I would not trifle with the energy it holds, nor the magic those symbols have to offer. Do you know of the goddess Brid? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Brid was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug, and so they canonized her. St. Bridget of Kildare she became, a lot of the same domains, husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her crosses hung along the walls of the manor. My own Loa, Maman Brigitte, is said to be part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of one goddess, all distinct yet so similar, all back together under this roof, so to speak. Have you heard of the Tuatha De Danann, the old gods of Ireland? Not defeated by mankind, but tricked by them. I always wondered if they lurk about plotting their revenge. If you are keen, I believe the library stocks a few books on the matter.
Not at all, Mr.
Signor Ward.
Were you at the bridge game the other night? Me? Oh no, the only cards that interest me are tarot. It was those I was reading while they played their game.
That's all.
Of course.
Who is gonna give me what I need? Already asked him about it.
That's all.
Take care.
Again?
Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? No, my parents were obsessed with the game, so naturally I grew to despise it. Well. Does this look familiar to you, Miss Erickson? Well, of course, it's the symbol of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, but you are not a member, so whose is it, sir? That is what I'm trying to ascertain. Is there any way to tell the owner from the item itself? Well, they are not stamped if that's what you mean. The crest is stylized. Perhaps you can use that to find the owner? I don't know much about these things. I like to wear jewelry, Mr. Ward, not make it. I already know whose it is, though.
I won't bother you.
Goodbye.
Mr. Ward.
Do you know anything about the symbols on the well? Oh, that Aunt's Fia's work. You should ask her about that. Can you think of anything your aunt might be missing to help her with her work at the well? 100 things, Mr. Ward, but only one that matters. Modernity. A seance is modern magic. She cannot protect against it without modern tools. If only she would accept my help.
I have to be on my.
Be well.
You can ask her about that, I guess.
Declan.
Have you had any luck? Not yet. Well, I have faith in you. And as believing me this is the right course of action, however unorthodox it may seem. Godspeed, Declan. How about this bad boy? Are you familiar with this book, Miss Callahan? I am not, and I absolutely don't want to be. Whenever those sigils open or close, I want no part in it. Is that what they say? Yes, one opens and the other closes. What I cannot say, but it's old, powerful, and not for trifling with. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? I was, dear, and a fine thrashing we gave the posh beggars too. Who was playing? Yeah.
You take care now.
Nothing new here. Must have more notes somewhere. Guess I could go back to where I started today and see if I can't get into the manager's office again. Really should have looked around there more thoroughly. Because there's always been someone in the entryway. And I'm guessing he's going to be there again. Because why wouldn't he be? Yep. Well, maybe the place of power is out front. I climb into his office from outside? No, that's too high. Oh, maybe. I'm gonna quick save. Would you look at that? A letter from a supplier requesting payment for goods delivered here for this event. Well, that's nothing. An outdoor jacket, there's nothing in the pockets. An empty hat box. Mail to be delivered into town, nothing here except for requests for supplies. Administrative files, nothing of value. Various books on management, accountancy, and running a hotel. Little of interest. A letter complaining about the housekeeper and her overfamiliarity and curiosity. Letters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom of one of Dr. Callahan. Stop that. Another safe that I'm not going to be able to get into. No doubt this houses important hotel documents such as finances. What's the code for this? I need attorney. Yeah, I don't have any clue. But I believe that means I can now just use it in the future, regardless. Which is nice that it does that. I'm just realizing, I'm pretty sure I started like at 4 p.m. In the game, which means I'm basically doing a 1-to-1 for time.
May I be of service, Mr.
Oh, cool. So talking to him used up a
I
minute.
need nothing.
Sorry.
Okay. Whatever. Nope, no questions. No questions.
I have to be.
Sure.
Anyone just chilling in here? Nope. What'd they say again? No clue. I guess maybe the best place is to go to the library just to look to see if there's any new entries I can look up in any of those books, because none of them will take time, but I may have unlocked new sections to read. Or I can do that. But I think that's gonna have to wait for next time.